Hey everybody, this is Joel, your photo troll. I'm here at Laurie State Park, and I just want to do a quick video on how I would set up a camera specifically for rafting. So one of the first things I would do, oh, I got a little too close, didn't I? One of the first things I would do is, you can tell that this is set to manual. Most of the time it would be set to automatic like that. So you have to push in this little center button and then roll the dial to manual. And then you have to push in this little button and then turn the lower dial. This almost takes two hands. From single to low to high continuous. I always have it on continuous high for rafting. And then one of my favorite things about this D-7100 is it's got this info screen, which is just so useful. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump you there, but hit the info screen and it shows you I'm on manual, 1,000th of a second at f4.5, 6 frames per second. My meter is right in the middle. See, I can, if I close my aperture, the meter goes down. If I open the aperture, the meter goes, oh, I can't open the aperture, but the meter would go up. And then it also shows me if I push in this little button in the front, it's really weird. There's this little focus button right here. If I push that little focus button in, okay, dope, sorry. But if I push that little focus button in, you can tell that I'm on AFC, which means automatic focus continuous. And then with the back dial, I can change it from automatic to single point to continuous back to automatic. I want it on continuous. That means it's constantly focusing. And then while holding that button in, if I turn the front dial, it shows me with different areas. So I can focus like right in the center, right on the spot, or I can do a slightly bigger area or a slightly bigger area than that, or almost the whole frame. So for rafting, I want it about there. Not one point, but pretty close, okay? And then you can tell here on the side I've got white balance. I can hold that in and it shows up right here. But then I can use my back dial to change it from automatic to incandescent, fluorescent, daylight, flash, all the rest of them. But I just put it on automatic, okay? And then there's this quality button where you can push in the quality and it shows you that you're on small normal, or small fine, I'm sorry. Now normal, now basic. And then this number shows you how many you've got left on the card. So small basic, I've got 11.9 thousand pictures on the card. Normal, only 6,500. And fine, only 3.2 thousand. So that's what I would shoot for rafting, small fine. Sometimes they want it even smaller. Okay, so then the next one down is the ISO button. And this is where you change your ISO. So for normal photography, you'd want it as low as you could get it. But for rafting, I want a fast shutter speed. I don't want to ever get caught underexposing, so I just set it at 1250. And if it's too high, I'll roll it down. You know, but that's just my go-to. And then you'll see here on the bottom, there's all these little icons. And so when I hit the I button here, that's the image area. So I can switch from, DX to 1.3. Okay, when I hit that, and then back to the image area. I'm sorry. So then I can go high ISO noise reduction, set that to high, especially for rafting because I'm always at high ISO. Okay, and then active D-lighting, I've got that set to high for rafting. Normally I would set it to normal for just my personal use. But then the next one I would do is picture control. And you can set it to vivid, neutral, standard, monochrome, whatever, but I set it to vivid. That's just my signature. And that's everything I changed there. And so one of the last things I want to do is I'm going to hit the menu here. And I'm going to hit the menu, and I'm going to go down to setup menu, down to monitor brightness, and I'm going to turn my monitor up. Because if you have it, here it is at normal outside, here's -1. Normal outside, you can see it, but I like, for rafting, I like it maybe 2 or 3 above, okay? And that's getting very close to everything I change. So oh, let me see, one other thing I need to do is go to the shooting menu. I'm going to go down here to ISO sensitivity. Okay, ISO sensitivity settings. And here is where you can go to auto ISO sensitivity control and turn that on. For rafting, it's just essential that you turn it off. And I like to do this at the very end of the setup so that when you go to the menu and you go to recent settings menu, ISO sensitivity is right there at the top, so you can turn it on and off very easily right there. So you can tell everything I did. ISO sensitivity, I set the picture control to vivid, I set the active D-lighting to high, I set the high ISO noise reduction to high, I set the image area to DX, I hit the size at small, turn the monitor brightness up. Okay, that's just about everything I do. So I hope that helps you a little bit trying to set up your camera for rafting, and I'm sure there's going to be a part 2 to this one too. But this is Joel, your photo troll. I'll see you down the river.